Hi, it's me again, and I come to you today with good news and bad news. Actually, it's the same bit of news, but depending on who you are, it might be good or bad. Let's have a look, shall we? TV advert breaks could get longer and more frequent as Ofcom considers rule shake-up. Now, you know me enough by now to know I'm quite pro-advertising, says the man with a YouTube channel supported by adverts, right? But I don't mind advertising on TV. It helps to pay for the things. If there's no adverts, then you pay directly. And I'm all right with that as well. I've got a Netflix subscription and a Disney Plus subscription and a couple of other bits and pieces. I don't mind paying directly. But then I believe that you should have the option because Disney Plus, not Disney Plus, Discovery Plus, for instance, their basic one, you pay, I think it's $3.99 a month. And there's ads on it. We can get rid of the ads by paying $6.99 a month. And this is, this is the way of the world. It's how things pay for themselves, isn't it? It's how newspapers exist because of the advertising. It's how ITV exists because of advertising. And ITV bring in about, I think it's 1.4 billion they bought in last year. And the BBC, with their TV licence fee, get 3.2 billion. So if they shake it up a bit and allow companies to make a bit more money from advertising, could that help the BBC make the decision to go commercial? It's possible, isn't it? It's possible. The regulator, Ofcom, has said market developments, including the ability of online streaming services, would mean it would consider changing advertising regulations. Under current regulations, public broadcasting channels, which include ITV, Channel 4 and Channel 5, are limited to an average of 7 minutes of advertising per hour across the day. Between the hours of 6 p.m. and 11 p.m, the average amount of advertising time per hour cannot rise above 8 minutes. Only one advert break is granted during a show lasting between 21 and 44 minutes, and they are not allowed to last longer than 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Well, obviously that doesn't include the ads before or after the show as well, doesn't it? So each show really, if it's a half-hour show, has 3 ad breaks, doesn't it? Before, middle and after, which is quite a lot. But if you've ever watched telly in America, it's impossible. It's impossible to watch. I mean, we get ads, if it's a half-hour show, you get ads, every 15 minutes or so, don't you? And I swear in America it's something like every 7 minutes. You try and watch an episode of The Simpsons or something in your American hotel room, and there's like 2 or 3 ad breaks in it, and you're like, what is going on with the world? That's probably too far. I don't mind the amount of advertising we have at the minute, but if shaking it up a bit helps some channels generate some more revenue to make better shows, because the cost of everything's going up, isn't it? And it might also help the BBC make the decision to go commercial. So it's possible, but if they go too far with it, it'll just become completely unwatchable, won't it? An Ofcom spokesperson said, "We're scoping a range of options, but before we form any plans, we'll listen to different views and examine what TV viewers say. We need to strike the right balance between protecting viewers' interest and sustaining our traditional broadcasters, which includes helping them compete with American streaming platforms." Yeah, it could be one of the reasons why Netflix is so popular, because you can power through TV shows. I mean, we're watching Stranger Things at the minute. We're quite late to the party with the whole Stranger Things thing, right? But we can power through it and there's no ads at all. But when I want to power through something, say on All 4 or ITV Hub, because I don't pay to have the ads removed in there, they do cut in a fair bit and they are disruptive. And sometimes the ads don't blooming work. That's a bit of a nightmare. And look at YouTube, right? I watch loads of YouTube, as you can imagine. And on my telly, there's no ad blocker or anything on my telly. I can't find one that works properly. So if I'm watching YouTube on my telly, it's just constant. Even like 5-6 minute videos, they're cutting in halfway through, which I'm not sure they're supposed to. I thought it was like 8 minutes before you can have in-video ads. That's what it says on my channel anyway. But it's just constant, and they are a nightmare. And some of them like are minutes and minutes long now, and you can't blooming skip them. So they could go too far with this. They could go too far with it. But hopefully they will find the right balance that allows channels to make a bit more money to compete, but without peeing off the viewers. And if they do get it right, the BBC has even less excuse for not going commercial, doesn't it? So what do you think about this then? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to contact me, you'll find out how to do that in the description box below. There's a link for that. If you have any questions for me, you can either send them that way or post them on TV License Resistance Forum. Again, the link's below. Post your question on there and you'll get expert answers quite quickly from loads of different people. It's a great way to go, and your question will stay public, so other people might get the help from the question that you asked. You can't go wrong, can you? So as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. That way, hopefully, very hopefully, I'll get to see you in another video again soon, won't I? And speaking of those, there's a couple on the screen here. If you want to watch one of them now, enjoy. Ta-da.